Hi everyone, Comic Reviewer here, this time reviewing on issue 8 of Transformers Energon. Now, as you know, Transformers Energon was the second installment of the Unicron trilogy, which Dreamwave did their own adaptation, lasting until issue 30 or 31, and because of Dreamwave being cancelled, Transformers Energon and other comics ended up getting cancelled. And the cover mainly has the Terracon's army getting gathered, and let's get on the story. It starts off at the United Nations, where the Secretary General says, "Optimus Prime, in the name of the United Nations, I formally welcome you and the Autobots to Earth and extend the hand of friendship and cooperation." And of course we see how everyone's gathered, and of course not many people are taking it kindly, and of course there's those who doubt the Autobots, with one guy saying, "Our duty as a race has been taken out of our hands and handed over to a bunch of soulless alien machines. It's the beginning of the end." And of course we see how on Cybertron, Jetfire and Prowl are trying to figure out what happened to Optimus Prime after the last issue, and we see them saying, "And it checks out. Alpha Plus and across the board, no sign of any malfunctions." And of course, Jetfire knows that he needs to talk with the Council to issue reinforcements and help deal with the Decepticons and also the Terracons, and says, the High Council in sense, "Yeah, I'll tell you, Prowl, I'd rather go toe-to-toe with Unicron's 4 horsemen than step up and petition the Council for reinforcements." And of course, goes in, and of course has to deal with the Council in issuing reinforcements. We see how Optimus is talking with Megatron, who's inside Unicron, and points out how he was able to stay alive and keep himself in, and even showing his potential new body that he's been using. We see how at the Black Sea, Kicker is trying to find energon in the ocean in that, and we see how the Opticons are there to help Kicker out. They're able to get him down into the sea with jellyfish and other things. They see something coming in the water, which is meant to be Tidal Wave, who is now Mirage, saying, "Hey, Omicrons, remember me?" And of course they end up getting blasted, and says, "I'm the Bear Bot, formerly known as Tidal Wave, but hey, you can call me Mirage. I owe you big time for that rumble down under, and I intend to collect in full." And of course they have to kind of deal with Mirage, and we see how Mirage is even paired up with Slugslinger. And of course, because of everything going wrong, Signal Flare's connection with Kicker ends up with him being stuck at the bottom of the sea, and Kicker sort of left without any way to get back up. We see how Red and Alexis are talking about how Earth has forgotten all the good the Autobots have done, but Alexis points out that they're just scared and understands why. And you can tell Red is annoyed with Alexis for this, but at the same time you can tell she's in the right. But of course, she knows that even though Red grew up, he's still the same stubborn kid like before. And of course, leaves off in a huff and tells her to enjoy her flight. And we see how Alexis gets into the car, and Red's saying, "Hey, Alexis, hold up. Red, I'm sorry, I'm an idiot," and apologizes. We also see how the Autobot Council realise that Jetfire's right, and decides to issue reinforcements for Jetfire. And we see how Optimus is talking with Megatron, and shows him what's going to happen with the Terracons and everything, and showing him places like Toronto, Moscow, Tokyo, and Los Angeles being attacked by Doomlocks and other Terracons. And we see how Red tries to get to Alexis with her taxi getting blown up and unaware if she got alive or not. So issue 8 is actually pretty good. It's building up to an endgame story, which I think makes sense. And I know, much like Armada, you can tell the Energon team do kind of rush things a little bit. Not badly, no, but I think it would have been nice to have seen other characters from the Energon series, like Kicker's sister, his love interest, and certain other things. So I think this issue still deserves a thumbs up. Still good, and still alright. So, Comic Reviewer here, signing out.